Located on Main Street, right in the middle of Jewett City, and they are accepting new patients right now. Individual, couples, family, and group counseling are all services available at Life's Journey Counseling Services in Jewett City. Find them online at lifesjourneyct.com and click on Book Appointment for information on how to start or to simply get questions answered. Life's Journey Counseling Services has multiple therapists on staff, so your questions, concerns, and counseling needs will all be met. lifesjourneyct.com. It's the best place to start your personal journey to heal, become a better version of yourself, and strengthen your relationships. Life's Journey Counseling Services, 70 Main Street here in Jewett City, lifesjourneyct.com.
You see the signs everywhere. No alcohol if under 21. No tobacco under 21. No vaping supplies under 21. It's 21 for a reason.
Youth that use alcohol are more likely to engage in other risky behaviors, such as gambling. Learn the warning signs and how to talk to your children about addiction.
It's 21 for a reason. Brought to you by CIRAC and funded in partnership with SAMHSA. Find out more at CIRACCT.org.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
This message has been brought to you by Grizzle Pride. Visit us at grizzlepride.org.
Your community radio.
Live from Main Street.
Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning and 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
Like they always say things that aren't stupid usually. And when they are stupid, it's funny.
All right. Good morning. Hey. Whoa. Hey. All right. Oh, welcome, conversation killer.
It's the horses.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Hi, Friday. Mikey. Hello. It is Ask Chris Anything New Year's edition. Woo! And the other thing is have our expectations changed since COVID happened, and now it seems like COVID's kind of like behind us, even though some people are still getting sick, and they're getting RSV and that kind of stuff.
So our expectations towards COVID or our expectations?
No, life, just on anything.
Life.
Yeah, I mean, have we changed, with our expectations of what we think should happen, should be, or are they normal expectations? Or they would have been normal expectations before COVID?
I think as a species, yes. Humans have changed.
Okay. Explain. What do you mean?
Well, because you know how I love the media.
Oh, yeah.
The media hypes about COVID left and right, which to me is just a big pharma ploy. But left and right, they're screaming about COVID, and they've created enough panic and fear in society that we've had to change our lifestyles.
Mm-hmm.
When did we ever have to walk into a hospital with a mask on before?
No.
I understand as a health concern, but there are people that walk into Walmart with a mask on that don't have active COVID, that don't have any symptoms of COVID. They're walking in because they believe it's going to protect them from COVID, and it doesn't.
I'm looking for a question.
Oh.
For Ask Chris Anything New Year's edition.
You think this would have been done before the show?
No.
No. It's called preparation.
Paul's more like preparation age.
All right, Chris.
All right, ask anything. All right. Ask Chris Anything New Year's edition.
Paul's first.
What's the snowman's New Year's resolution?
Oh, this is a joke. It's not a question.
His New Year's resolution is to get a better tan this year than he did last year.
And that's better than your punchline will ever be.
Well, chill out more. Here's a question for you. What do they call an old snowman?
Water.
That's correct.
So do you have an actual Ask Chris Anything New Year's edition question?
What's your New Year's What's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution?
Yeah, everybody seems to have a New Year's resolution.
My resolution is not to make any resolutions.
That's old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it works for like January.
Yeah.
and that's it.
It works for the first 3 days in January and then, screw it. No, I plan on losing weight because in the past 3 months, I've put on 25 pounds.
You tubbo?
Yeah. I started eating like I used to eat. And it got ugly real fast. So lose weight and, promote my business.
Promote your
business. Keep pushing the writing.
That's a good resolution. Yeah.
How about you? You ever?
I think my resolution is I'm not going to bust Minarski's ass in the coming year.
You already broke that resolution.
No, I didn't. It's not New Year's.
Not New Year's yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, he just cranks on me.
Does he?
Yeah.
He does.
Why do you think that is, Mike?
I think that's just who he is. I think he does that to everybody. I don't think it's just me.
And how does that make you feel?
Oh, I don't know, man. Like, you try, don't break me down. You're breaking me down. Good to see we have a couple of trolls here today. Not
a couple of trolls.
Yeah.
Don't they live under a bridge?
They do.
Yeah.
Except for unless you're the illest.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're the illest named Shayna.
I got you.
Shayna is there.
The Shayna the illest.
She's the illest. That's what they say. She had to give up that name because Facebook said so. What were you saying about you said or TikTok? A lot of states said you can't have it on your government devices.
Yeah, and the federal government said the same thing. So my question was, why did they allow it in the first place? You're in NORAD, you've got your finger close to the button, and meanwhile you're watching
Santa.
Santa
on NORAD
doing TikTok.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a security issue, or do you think it's more so that people just go down that rabbit hole and they spend too much time watching TikTok?
Well, the rumor is that China is hacking into everybody's cell phones to see what they're doing on TikTok. Yeah, because China's got nothing better to do.
How about the U.S. government? How about them hacking into your cell phone?
They
Come on,
Patriot Act. They can do whatever they want.
Do whatever they want. So we're being passive aggressive. We'll just blame it on somebody else.
I'll blame it on Biden.
God, where the hell is everybody this morning?
Hello.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Yeah.
Is anybody out there?
It's Ask Chris Anything. Nobody wants to ask Chris anything.
They're afraid. Be very afraid.
So with the coming of the new year, Chris,
Yes,
will there be do you think that the economy will continue to fall, or do you think we'll see a turnaround?
I think there's going to be a modicum of a turnaround. They're already predicting gas prices going down 50 cents.
To cover the tax that's coming back.
But I think that's almost exclusively because the House is now run by the Republicans. Honestly, whenever the Republicans are in charge, prices go down. Whenever the Democrats are in charge, prices go up. If you look at it historically, that's been pretty accurate. Yeah. So now that they've got an oppositional Congress, the gas prices are going to go down, and we're going to see a little bit of relief in the stock market plunge.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to be anything major because, again, it's an oppositional Congress. You got the Senate run by the Democrats and the House run by the Republicans.
So they're not going to get anything done.
And I have said this every election, the first term presidents, almost every election for the last 4 or 5 presidents have had a Congress that has been supported by that party. Mm-hmm. So when Trump was in charge in his first one, you had a Senate run by the Republicans and you had a House run by the Republicans.
Yeah.
And they got nothing done.
Okay.
Obama had the House Democrats and the Senate Democrats, and they got nothing done. What are you, idiots? You've got all the power right now. Get something done.
What do you want them to get done?
Whatever's going to help the country.
Well,
we all know, excuse me, the border situation seems to be the one that's most important at the moment. I mean, we don't feel it as bad because we don't live close to any of the, we're not suffering because of the border crossings.
I think every last one of them can come across as long as they do it legally.
Oh, I agree. But
all right.
I've always had a problem with the term legal alien.
Yeah.
All right, Chris.
Oh,
Here's an Ask Chris Anything question
from
Facebook user.
Ooh,
Well-
incognito.
Well, I think once you hear the question, you'll know why they're a Facebook user.
Okay.
Chris, what are Chris's 3 best hangover remedies?
Well, number 1 is pancakes and eggs, but not just a regular pancakes and eggs. You have to eat 3 times what you normally would eat. You have to flood your system with food to absorb all that excess alcohol.
Yes.
Number 2 is kaopectate. I'm not saying to drink it. I'm saying use it as a
rub.
Paul, you've done this before. And number 3, suck it up, Buttercup.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah. Actually, there is a hangover pill. You take
Is that
this
like the day after pill?
No, it's actually a hangover pill that you take, and it actually what it does is it takes the alcohol and it absorbs it, and so it doesn't impact you. Seriously, there is actually a pill, and I forget which company makes it. It's not made for people who are constant drinkers.
Yeah.
Okay, but it is made for those who are the occasional drinker, and it takes the alcohol and it just.
See, now with New Year's Day coming right around the corner, if it was my company that owned that pill, I would be promoting the crap out of it.
I just seen it advertised though.
I'm like, remember, New Year's Day, have lots of fun, but New Year's Day, you're going to need you're going to need a pill.
There is a pill.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How about here's one for you right here. Here's a hangover remedy. Pedialyte.
Yeah.
Well, I think all of us have spent time in
Now, Gatorade started as a electrolyte fluid, and got promoted that it would help with different ailments, and somebody started selling it flavored, and then all the electrolytes came out, and they put salt and sugar in it.
All right.
Pedialyte is basically the same thing. It was electrolyte fluids for infants and children. Now, all the electrolytes are going to come out of it. All the sugar and salt's going to go into it.
All right. Shayna says real oxygen works when I was in nursing. What do you mean nursing? Were you a nurse or were you an aide? I never know that. Somebody says, they go, nursing. Well, what does nursing mean? Are you an LPN? Are you an RN, Shayna? I don't know.
I picture Shayna mugging somebody with COPD, taking a couple of hits off their oxygen tank.
So I asked Shayna 2 questions. She goes, yes. Okay. LPN. Okay. Was an LPN. Why are you not anymore?
She's an LMNOP.
LMNOP. Daryl says, just enjoy the ride.
Wait. Daryl?
Yeah.
Who's Daryl?
Daryl?
Daryl.
From the Healthy Computer, School Street, Jewett City.
Oh, that Daryl.
Yeah.
When he says just enjoy the ride, is he talking about the hangover?
I think so.
Attaboy, Daryl.
Yeah.
Like I said, suck it up, Buttercup.
So it looks like Daryl's going to be getting popped on New Year's Eve.
He's going to be lit.
So what are your expectations for the new year, Paul? Do you think things that are going to change? Do you think they're going to stay status quo? Are they going to get better? And if they are going to get better, what particular things do you think are going to get better?
That's a lot of questions.
That's a lot of questions.
2 questions.
Can you start with just one?
Are things going to get better? Yes or no? Okay. What do you expect should get better?
Well, what I'd like to see get better is that this whole woke thing disappears.
That would be huge. Ain't gonna happen, but that would be huge.
That would be, it's time to get
Good
back.
morning, Monique. Welcome in.
Hello, Monique.
Yeah, let's get back to where the hell we were.
Okay. Where were we?
Well, respect.
Okay. Yeah, that's out the window.
That's gone. Yeah. Respect one another where you respect my opinion, I respect your opinion.
Can't we just all agree to disagree?
That ain't gonna happen, unfortunately.
Let me tell you something. When I'm outside in my front little driveway there, and a kid cuts through my yard because he doesn't want to go out to the road, from the side street, just kind of cuts through the park. And I said, "Hey man, don't do that." And he goes, "Shut up, you fat old man."
Really?
Yeah.
And that's why I shot
There's
him.
no respect. There's none. Kids don't care.
Why? I know
And we wonder why we're self-imploding.
I mean,
well, if parents would take 5 minutes out of their day to get their face out of their cell phone. Yeah.
Shut up, Daryl. Mike, are you telling people to get off your lawn?
Get off my lawn, you little bastard.
Yeah, Mr. Wilson.
I mean,
Dennis the Menace, yeah.
how much cutting can they really do through your yard? Because, on your side yards, they're coming up through the street. It's not low. It's not.
There's a lip there. The reason why I don't want them to do it is because they could hit that lip with their bike and fall head over heels and hurt themselves.
See, I've got to give it to the kid. I mean, he might act like a moron, but he's applying Pythagorean's theorem. He's taking the shortest route, A squared. B
Well,
squared.
he is.
I guess they don't know who they were talking to.
Apparently they did. What was I going to do?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. The kids know today. What are you going to do? Nothing. So they go as far as they think they can.
Was he on his bike?
Well,
find out where he lives. Go there at
I
night.
have.
Go there at night with bolt cutters and cut all the spokes on his wheel.
because they know that they can get away with it and nothing's going to happen.
That's what I just said.
Exactly.
It's been on the news. Look at kids stealing cars. There's no
Repercussions?
Nothing. Not a thing.
Slap them on the wrist. Oh, well, they're young. They
So
don't
the expectation
understand.
5 years ago is that, or 10 years ago, these kids would get in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Now, there are no repercussions.
Yeah. COVID did it to them.
And this is where things happen. That's what I talk about. What are our expectations?
Yeah.
Are they unrealistic?
Yeah.
I think as a
But
society,
it's not all kids. It's just some of them.
All right.
I think the population is growing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it probably is, but it's not all
Again,
kids.
because parents won't take a few minutes out of their day to go, stealing cars is bad, Johnny.
Well, no.
Yeah.
They won't do that.
No.
Because they have to be on Facebook. That's right.
Yeah.
So here's an expectation.
Yeah.
Pricing. We all know prices have gone
Up.
straight up, right?
Yep.
I'm selling Samantha's car right now, trying to sell Samantha's car, right?
Beamer.
Yeah.
It's a Beamer.
BMW
What year?
07. And it needs an alternator,
Uh-huh.
which I put out there. And I put a price. I've had about 4 or 5 people that are quote unquote serious. Can you come down? Like what?
Like half?
It's like, look, I'm not a professional dealer. I don't, I just looked up the price. I consulted a couple of people that are in the car business, and here's where we're at. So I'm asking $3,200 for this thing.
Which is what the car is worth.
That's the low end.
And it's what the car is worth.
Yeah. That's low end retail. High end was $5,300, $5,400. Well, the thing needs an alternator. We know in the last couple of years, car prices have gone way up.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to do that. So I put it at the low end of the scale. Because all Sam's going to do is take the money and put it onto the car that she's buying for her grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. $1,800, $1,900.
Yeah. Half.
$2,100. Yeah, I'm like, can you negotiate a little? Well, sure. I guess. And then I'll even tell people, all right, I'll get the alternator fixed. And then I'll bump the price up, and I'll tell them a couple $100. You buy the part, and I'll pay for the labor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway. I have no idea what that means. Why no special New Year's graphics behind retirement now?
Oh,
Row.
Oh, retirement row.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Retirement now. Woo!
That's Kevin Cunningham, by the way.
Oh.
Hey, Kevin.
Oh. I just to change the subject real quick. You talked about the stealing cars.
Mm-hmm.
I read an article where apparently a woman parked her car in the gas station and went in, and 2 kids came along and stole it. She was so ticked off, she tracked them down, found her car, and shot them, both of them.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
Killed them both.
Okay.
Right? So I'm not sure what's going to happen to her, but she was so pissed because they stole her car.
Well, let's go back a few steps here. She got out of her car, left it running.
I don't know if she left it running.
Most cars that are stolen
yeah,
like
that's running. That's the other problem.
are an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, the opportunity
Yeah.
comes out that you left a car running somewhere with the keys in it
Yeah.
and it's not locked.
Yeah.
You're begging people, steal my car,
Yeah.
please.
Well, she got her car back, but I don't know what's going to
Did
happen
she
to
shoot
her.
him dead?
She killed them both.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And what happened to her?
Don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to her. Yeah. But that's messing with the woman who's carrying. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of stupid.
Well, that's what a lot of people thought for shooting them.
Yeah, that's pretty dumbass.
Yeah.
To go do that.
But
so now she's going to go to jail.
Maybe.
No, she's going to go to jail. She's
It
going to go
all
to jail.
depends.
Temporary insanity. She'll make the plea.
Huh?
She'll
A
plead
lot of
temporary insanity.
them gotten away with, when people do that and they shoot them like that, they've gotten away with
Look,
it.
if you're on your lawn or something like that, or you're in your house and somebody comes in and they're threatening you, I think that's one thing. But if you chase somebody and then shoot them, that gets into the realm of premeditation.
Now, what I've heard is if you shoot somebody on your lawn, you're going to get in trouble. But if you shoot somebody in your house, you're not going to get in trouble.
Depending on the situation. Like if we're playing poker, you and I win and you shoot me, you're getting in trouble.
I'm talking about an invader.
Oh.
Because what I'd heard was if you shoot somebody and they make it out the door, drag them back inside.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you can claim self-defense.
Come here, you little bastard.
Yeah.
I know you're 7.
Ride my bike across your front yard, huh?
No, I would never do that.
I know you wouldn't.
But no, dude,
Stick your dog on them.
Oh yeah, Howie and Henry, they're vicious.
Yeah.
Little ankle biters.
Kid wouldn't ride the bike on your front yard anymore.
Howie and Henry. Howie can be vicious. Henry, not so much.
Well,
he's a lover, not a fighter.
His mouth is the size of a ping pong ball. How vicious can he be?
They're not. Daryl says you have to use equal force. If someone is going to hit you, you can't pull out a gun and shoot them.
So if somebody is going to stab you, does that mean you have to stab them back?
It's like, wait, let me look up the rules.
Rules? There's no rules in a knife fight.
God, yeah. I'm thinking, I don't know if you're going to think about that one. If you're packing a Saturday night special, and some guy starts throwing knives at you,
yeah,
or starts jabbing at you, I'm shooting him in the temple.
Yep.
Can't bring a gun to a knife fight. Rule number 27.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're in my house and you're doing that, guess what?
The Glock's coming out.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. I mean,
there's been a lot of the
well, I do.
There's been a lot of the home invasion stuff that's gone on over the past couple of years.
Mm-hmm. By teenagers who know they're going to get away with it.
Yeah.
Goes back to the same rule.
Yeah.
I remember when oh no, we can't go there. Can't go there. Sorry, I yelled at. I'll tell you later.
They need to make a law.
Apparently, I don't. Anyway,
they need to make a law that teenagers can be held responsible as soon as they can make a conscious choice.
Well, I think they tried to do something in the legislature here in Connecticut, but I'm not sure what's happened.
Right, but right now, teenagers are considered anybody under 18.
Yeah, so I'm not sure.
But I know 16-year-olds that can make the conscious choice to steal a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the age should be lowered to conscious choice.
So District Attorney Darrell says, if someone is going to stab you and take your life, then yes, you can shoot them. That would be equal force since your life is in danger. Should we ask a trooper this?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot more people carrying guns today than there has been probably over the last 5 years.
Well, that's because what's his face said that they're going to take all our guns.
Yeah. I mean, actually carrying weapons, not just men, but women too. Yeah. So you don't know today.
Well, they all claim self-defense. I'm carrying it for self-defense. Same reason that teenagers have cell phones. I'm carrying it in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
You're carrying it in case of Snapchat.
Yeah.
No.
Let's see. Darrell says if teenagers can't be held responsible, then the parents should be held responsible.
Well, aren't they held responsible until the kid turns 18? I thought there was
not anymore.
That's what I'm talking about expectation, Paul.
I think
expectations are out the window.
I thought that was already in effect.
Facebook user Kevin Cunningham. What I want to see is Mike riding a bike over the lawn at the teenager's house and yelling back at the kid, "Take that, you young whippersnapper!" And the parents come out and go, "Well, your kid can do it. Why can't I?"
Your young skinny boy. He called you a fat old man, so he's a young skinny boy.
That would be a sight.
I should do that.
Yeah. Do you know who the kid is?
I have a couple of bikes that could do that.
Do you know who the kid is? Do you know where he lives?
Yeah. I do. He's a harmless kid, but it was just that one statement. That was on Halloween.
Oh, on Halloween.
Yeah. And I think they all got in trouble too because they were going around, like, you know how some people, they're taking their kids out, yet they'll leave a bucket of candy out.
Yeah.
You know, they're going around dumping the whole bucket of candy in their backpacks and taking off.
Yeah.
Those kids got in trouble because they were going all around town and they were on a lot of cameras.
Yeah.
So sometimes Kim's kids are stupid.
Wow.
How much trouble did they really get in?
They didn't.
Exactly.
Nothing. You know, it was kind of like, somebody coming out going, "Now, let me tell you this right now. You did the wrong thing, Joey. We don't want you to do that again. I know you're a good kid. Here's a participation trophy."
You've just described society in 3 sentences.
Pick it up, Paul. This is where you pick up the conversation. See, you look at me like I'm supposed to do it all the time. Now I'm looking at you. You do. Paul, this is what Paul does. You look at me and go.
See, I'm just being good, not saying a word.
Why? It's not New Year's yet.
I know.
He wants to rip into me. I know.
No.
So let me ask you this.
Sure.
16-year-old kid threatens to beat your ass. Do you fight him back?
No. I just laugh at him.
But I mean, if he physically tries to assault you, do you fight him back?
If he comes over and physically assaults me, I just slap him in the face. Back off, buddy.
But that's assault.
No, if he comes at me first.
He's 16. He doesn't know better.
Yeah, well, guess what?
So it's gonna go to court. You're gonna get threatening a minor, beating a minor.
No,
and he's gonna walk away.
No, it's gonna be
self-defense.
It's gonna be the kid threatening the senior citizen.
Really?
Technically, yeah.
He's over 55, so
it was 45.
No, 55.
55 is technically a senior citizen.
Yeah.
Well, I know that
I get the senior discount at Dunkin'.
I know it's what's the word? Discrimination, age discrimination is age 45.
Oh, well, I don't know. I would think age discrimination.
You mean for like employment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody
No, we're
else?
talking about somebody trying to beat somebody's ass.
Yeah, right. It's just a little bit different. Yeah.
Yeah. I think honestly, if a kid stood in front of me and started whatever,
right.
I would just stand there. I would just laugh and go, "That's cute,"
right?
And whatever. But if a 16-year-old boy who was, let's say, my height, and decided to come at me, whatever, yeah, I'm knocking him on his ass. I don't care who he is.
Right. But typically in a fight, both are held for assault.
Well, yeah, that's like both getting sent to the principal's office.
No, what I'm saying is if I came at you and we had a fight, both of us would get held for assault.
Yes.
Okay. So the 16-year-old kid is not 18. He won't get held for assault.
No, he'll get a ticket and go to juvie.
He won't go to juvie.
No.
They're stealing They're stealing cars and not going to juvie.
Juvie court.
And he won't get anything done. You'll end up with a record, and he won't get anything done.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Honestly, if a kid is that brazen and wants to step to me like that on my property and just wants to go ahead and see how far he can go, he's gonna see how far he hits the ground. And I'm sorry if anybody disagrees with that. But I'm telling you, if someone that's 16, 17 years old, I don't give a shit if you're not 18. You come at me and you start throwing hands, I'm not going to sit there and, get a black eye, because, he's 16.
Right. But this is where I was talking about conscious choice. The 16-year-old made a conscious choice to physically assault you.
Yeah.
You defended yourself. You're going to get an assault charge, and he's going to get nothing because he's 16. I
don't agree.
As soon as they're old enough to make a conscious choice. Yeah. For instance, my son, his father took us to court because his son didn't want anything to do with him. His son was 12 at the time. When we went to court, the judge asked Greg one question. You want to see your dad? No. Well, you're old enough to make that conscious choice.
Right.
So he doesn't have to see you and basically kick dad to the curb.
Mm-hmm.
If a 12-year-old can make a conscious choice that is upheld by the courts, why can't it be, when they do something bad? A 16-year-old makes a conscious choice to beat the crap out of you.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not worried about a 12-year-old beating the crap out of me. So.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the courts acknowledge a 12-year-old can make a conscious choice whether or not to see his dad. That tells me that there's a gray area in there somewhere that kids are allowed to make a conscious choice to do something right or wrong.
Daryl says, what I would like to see is if someone gets in your face yelling for you to hit them. I say that if you hit them, then you should be excused. That person asked you to do something. So you did. I don't see a problem with that.
Right. When the cop gets there, say, hey, look, he asked me to punch him in the face. I was just being a nice neighbor and obliging his request.
I figured he just wanted to know what it felt like.
That's right. When he woke up 10 minutes later, he was upset about it. I don't understand.
Anyway, I think we're going down a dangerous road with this conversation. Actually, no, just because of the fact that none of us are going to hit anybody.
Right.
First of all.
Right.
And this is an extreme kind of thing. But I think when you start talking about hitting a minor, I think that gets down, to
it gets into a gray area.
Very gray area. And I think it's all situational. Mm-hmm. Would I tag somebody? Nah. No. I really wouldn't. If a kid comes over and I'm just gonna go, you're cute.
I'm a pacifist at heart.
Yeah, I'm just, whatever. But I'm probably gonna do that if an adult does that too. I'm not a fighter. I'm really not. It's like, whatever. I'm not gonna, because I know when I get mad, and it's not good. Right. But no. So I think that is a.
So does anybody have any questions for Chris about New
No, I
Year's?
don't think anybody's around today. I think everybody's just doing their
Anybody
thing.
out there?
Everybody's off, getting prepared for
This whole week has been wonky.
Well, a lot of people are off. You know, they're
Yeah.
off and they're not working. Or they're
I got a New Year's question for both of you.
What's that?
Would either one of you ever go to New York for the dropping of the
No.
ball? God, no. Me
No.
and my
Well-
closest 1 million friends.
well, based on the way New York is today, I probably would not go.
Okay. If it was 1945, when you
Well,
were 20.
maybe it was 10 years ago. I wouldn't mind going. Because wasn't just. It's not the same. And let's face it, New York's pretty dangerous today.
Right. I would not.
Yeah.
No,
I wouldn't.
not today.
No.
But
It's that whole people thing for me.
well,
The two people-y?
Yeah.
it's going to be
Two
warm.
people-y.
It's going to be warm and rainy. But
Yeah.
Yay.
But even in nice weather, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it at all.
Yeah.
I was asked that years ago.
It's like Black Friday. I can't do Black Friday.
Yeah.
Too many people. Too much stupid.
I think they've kind of curbed that a little bit. They've kind of curbed that. It's
Well,
more-
because they start Black Friday in July.
Well, now they do. Yeah. I mean,
There's a lot of shopping too
this year,
online.
yeah,
Mhm.
Black Friday was like every day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, so it's much different this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I was pleasantly surprised that Walmart closed for Christmas.
They've done that for a couple of years, and I think they did it really
Well, COVID.
because COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's good that it was they used to close a lot. A lot of stores closed on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then
I have a theory, though.
then they opened up, but now they went back to closing again. Speaking of stores, you heard that Ames is coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ames is coming back to Connecticut. I don't know where they're going to be, but
They had a list on the news channel, but
yeah,
I didn't pay attention.
yeah, I don't know where there's. I don't think there's anything local, but yeah, Ames is coming back.
Hmm.
So
I was
if you
gonna say
have
something,
that
I totally
whole,
forgot.
if you have something you want to return to Ames,
20 years ago.
bring it back.
They've downsized, though. They're going to be moving into where the old subway was.
Yeah.
The whole 24-hour gig. I think people will say, or the customer friendly or public friendly conversation would be, oh, we backed it down because of COVID.
Sure.
No, I think they backed it down because they found out open 11 to 7, they're losing money.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real answer. Don't tell me any, and you can't tell me any different.
Too much payroll for not enough customers.
Too much payroll, too much operation. I mean, look at a Walmart, the size they are with all the lights on.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Do that, every day of the month. And then you have, I guess they can stock shelves now when they're open. They're not doing it third shift anymore.
Yeah,
so they've consolidated. And
It's not
to do
just
all that.
Walmart; it's a lot of stores
Right.
out over there.
Well, it's smart. It's smart business.
Well, the problem is though, is you can't get through a lot of the aisles because there's
They're
stock
stocking
all
everywhere.
over the yard. You can't get through.
I don't know. I've never had a problem.
No, I've run into.
I find that on Sunday mornings when I go grocery shopping, it's very difficult to get across the aisle where they're doing the cleaning goods, the paper towels,
Paper toilets.
and the dog food and stuff.
Yeah.
Because all the little spaces in between there in that aisle are plugged with pallets.
Yeah.
So you got to make this big U to get into the aisle you want.
It's kind of a pain, especially when you get somebody that wants to stop and pick something off the shelf, and they're looking around trying to figure out what they want. You can't get through because it's all aisles filled with, goods.
I actually rammed some guy's cart the other day with my cart.
Why?
He had his cart right in the middle of the aisle and he was standing next to it shopping. So the entire aisle was blocked. So I walked up and I rammed his cart and I kept walking. He said, "You could have just asked me to move." I said, "You could have not parked in the middle of the aisle." And I kept walking. That's my passive aggressive.
Did he come on your lawn threatening to beat you up?
He did. He did.
What was I going to say?
Yeah, well, hey, it's interesting. The world is changing.
Yep.
It's not
I think
right.
we need to get more town controversial. Right. Because I think people like smut.
Yeah.
They like rumors.
Yeah. Well, the manure factory.
They like sensationalism.
The manure factory's coming in.
Otherwise, we're PBS.
Yeah. You heard a lot of
Uh-huh.
people. You heard a lot of people complaining about the smell, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They've dropped the chicken.
Yeah,
manure
the
down.
smell's been happening for 2 or 3 days. Just imagine when we open up the manure factory.
They couldn't even wait.
Welcome to rural Connecticut.
Daryl says, I love drama as long as I'm not involved. What I heard was that with every person Daryl gets in there to fix a computer, he puts a recording device and it transmits back to the healthy computer. School Street, Jewett City.
It's there strictly for observational purposes.
Yeah.
He's probably got something hooked into their laptop camera, so he's watching them.
Yep. And the mic. You
Yeah.
just got to hear him talking.
Not doing anything. They're just sitting there. You know, it's better than watching something on Disney.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do.
Watch out. He's probably watching you through your
I canceled my Disney
laptop
subscription.
camera.
Daryl says if Facebook can do it, why can't I?
Yeah.
I do. I think people, I think that's why people flock to Grizzle now. Because they like the sensationalism, whether it's true or not.
Mm-hmm.
They like to, oh, really? Did you hear what they said? Oh, I heard on Grizzle now. Oh my God.
It's the same reason that 1,000-Pound Sisters is popular on TV.
Yeah.
Oh.
Until they're dead.
Yeah. Some of the stuff on TV, you kind of wonder how the hell.
All right.
How
So
the hell did
I
get
did a
that?
little Facebook test, and I'm going to continue to do it.
Yeah.
So I put up there free advertising.
Yeah.
I saw that
on our TVs within the 2 restaurants.
Yeah.
And then streamed throughout the day.
Yeah.
On our social media.
Is this kind of like the free thing where you have to leave your credit card number?
No. Here's my email. Send me your 16:9 graphic. I'll put it up. Free advertising. Free. Right through January 31st.
And?
One person.
Wow.
Just to give you an idea. Number 1, nobody's paying attention to anything. And number 2, Facebook doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work. People don't react unless it's some sort of crap rumor.
Did you put it on Griswold now?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, here it is. Free advertising. I mean, any advertising is good.
They've got a Griswold vendors page too.
I know there's a Griswold swap page.
There's a whole bunch of different dead pages that have been created that just haven't been. I mean, go on the page and look to see if they've posted something in 5 years.
Right.
But that's one of the things. Like if you go to a group, and like I have a group, Plainfield current news and whatever, blah blah blah. I don't do anything with it anymore, and not because I don't want to partake in Plainfield, but I put everything on just my regular SNSN news page.
Right.
There's no sense to double post it
because nobody's on that.
But you can't cancel the group. You can't end it.
Yeah.
You can take pages down, but you can't end groups. Why?
Oh,
Facebook. That's why.
Because Facebook. Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I for 2 days, today will be the 3rd. I'll just be talking about free advertising. Free. That's it. This is why would you not do it if you have a business? Why would you not do it?
People are afraid.
Huh?
They think there's a catch to it.
There's no catch.
I know that, but people are so used to getting scams that.
Well, you know what? Then that's on them because not everything's a scam.
I know, but everybody's afraid of a scam.
Okay.
There is no trust anymore.
No.
Right. Well, that's probably part of it. Why wouldn't someone do it? Take your 16:9 graphic, email it to mike@snsnonline.com. And the only thing I put is I reserve the right to, to not post something. Like if it's like illegal or nasty or something like that. That's
like
one thing.
Paul's Pot Farm.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's legal. But
no, a couple more days. January 1.
So, and all it's like, go ahead, send me it and I'll put it up.
Yeah.
Free advertising. This is another thing I was talking about, expectations. You're getting something literally for free. Literally.
Yeah. I mean, how many times do people get these emails and you won this and you won that? This is absolutely free. How many have you responded to?
None.
Exactly.
What-
But not everybody knows SNSN.
I will say though
No,
that
no.
sometimes when people announce that something is for free, I'll go get it. I have a hospital gurney on my front porch because someone said it's free. Come get it. I went and got it.
Did you?
Yeah. You never know. You know?
Yeah, you never know.
Making movies, you never know when you need a
Well,
prop like a
yeah,
hospital gurney.
Good prop. Yeah, but I think a lot of it has to do with people who are afraid of scams. Yeah, that's what I think.
I'm in the middle of Main Street, Jewett City.
But not everybody.
Who am I going to scam?
But not everybody
Come on.
Not everybody knows you.
Now, if I was doing business out of a back room somewhere, and claimed that my address was Peoria, Illinois,
Yeah.
then that's a different thing.
But there's a lot of keep in mind. There's a lot of people looking at Griswold now that don't know who you are down Main Street.
Yeah, I don't that's why I don't care about Grizzle now.
I know, but
I mean, people trust that because why?
Because that's what's happened. That's the world we live in today. Everybody's afraid to do anything because nobody trusts anybody.
Back to that whole expectations thing.
Yeah. Jennifer says,
Hi, Jennifer.
I read an interesting article that said that drama causes endorphins, which are the pain suppressing and pleasure inducing, not much different than the effect of some drug addictions. The article purported that we are driven to find drama. Yeah, I believe that. Even when it doesn't exist. Some find conflicts even when it isn't our business and can sometimes feel guilty when calm.
Same thing as adrenaline junkies.
Yeah, well, I think that's what she's kind of going at. So, I don't know. But a lot of it was a test. This is a test. See how many people will actually take advantage of something that is free.
Mm-hmm.
You put your business up there. We put it up. If you get one customer, it's worth it for free. Don't do it.
Yeah.
My point is that I'm curious to see when somebody shuts their doors, who are they going to blame? Do you know how many businesses do not advertise?
Mm-hmm.
They
A
don't.
lot. Because the first expense that they typically do when they start losing money is their advertising budget.
Yeah. And that's the last thing that should go.
Yeah.
That's the last thing that should go.
Yep.
Well, they don't advertise, but they'll do because it's Facebook and they'll put like a blurb up or whatever. Well, I did it on Facebook. Well, guess what? You're going out of business.
Mm-hmm.
I guess how'd that work for you?
Yeah. Well, how many?
And it's hard to be nasty about it, but it's true.
On average, how many small businesses just in Jewett City alone have closed because they didn't have a business plan in place before they opened?
Yep.
That's when you crunch the numbers, not after you open the doors.
I'm gonna bring in metal bands and thrash bands in Jewett City. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, because we're the hub of metal.
Yeah. What happened? Well, they're not here anymore. There are a lot of businesses that open up and shut down because they didn't get the word out.
Because their hobby is not a business.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well.
So here we are, trying to be nice and just give away free advertising for local businesses, and one person has taken advantage. And I put it right up. I put it right up.
Mike, what you do?
Oh, here comes my ride. They're moving too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if people can't be bothered. I'm not offended. I'm not offended that they're not. I'm curious why.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you just another place to put your business name?
Well, keep in mind too, a lot of people are not on Facebook either.
Oh, no. You can't tell people that because they put their free ads on Facebook, which don't work.
Well,
because you have a business page, right? And you have 200 followers. Guess what? 5 people see it because Facebook wants you to pay.
Yep.
And even then, you still don't get served to all of your constituents or people that like your page.
Yep. Boosting your ad on
Right.
Facebook.
No.
They choke it down. They do. 2 to 4% is what the amount of people you're going to reach that are actually on your friends list.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Well, you got to remember too, you're in a small market here too. You're not in a big market. You're in a small market.
Depends on what your business is.
Yeah.
I know that the gun shop up the road, most of their business is online.
Yeah.
I think a lot of businesses get a false sense of security. They open up, they do well like gangbusters.
Mm-hmm. That's the honeymoon period.
Yeah. And then what happens? Well, they don't advertise because they don't need to.
Yeah.
Because
Word of
everybody
mouth.
loves them.
How many times have you heard word of mouth?
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, sales. Because
Mm-hmm.
people have forgotten about you.
Right.
Because they have found somebody else
Yep.
that's doing the same thing.
They finally can get it a job lot cheaper.
If you're selling widgets and everybody needs widgets, they're going to come to you.
Mm-hmm.
But then Joe opens up a widget shop halfway down the street. Guess what? Your business is going to tank a bit.
Cut in half.
Or it's going to get a lot busier. But it's a crapshoot. It's Russian roulette.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not reaching new people every single day,
yeah,
you're not going to make it. Unless you're selling pot.
Which
Paul.
Good for you, Paul.
Which is not going to happen in this town, that's
Right.
for sure.
What's the only business doesn't need to advertise that will always do well and have sales gains? Pharmacies.
Package stores.
Package stores.
Yeah, they do well.
That's it.
Convenience stores.
No. Because I don't think they're always guaranteed. I really honestly don't. Like, for example, the Chucky's down here. I won't go there. Not because the guy's not nice.
Because somebody died.
No. It's new owners and everything. But no, because you go there buy gas. It they put like out front $3.19, right? But if you use your debit card, it's $3.29. No.
Oh, don't even get me started on debit cards.
I know, because it's ridiculous. It's like, well, it's a credit card. No, it's not a credit card. It goes through a completely different clearinghouse.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I don't go to this Chucky's down here because at one time when you had the gas card from the company they sold, it was the same as cash.
Mm-hmm.
Now they charge you as
well, that's what debit is. It's same as cash.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't go there for that.
there are some gas stations that I've been to that do, cash and credit price. But if you use debit, you get the cash price. There are some that will give you the credit price.
Yep.
See, I go to
The ones that do that.
Yeah.
You know how they say, do you want a receipt?
I go to the
Take a receipt and throw it away.
the Citgo station. I have a Citgo card now.
Yeah.
And I belong to the Citgo Club.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you go to the pump and you plug in your Citgo Club number, my average is 3 to 4 cents off the price that's on the gas. You just plug your number in and they take it right off the price.
How big is your tank?
Well, it's a regular truck tank,
20 gallons?
Yeah. But belonging to the Citgo Club, I'll average it, depending on what day it is, it's average 3 to 4 cents off the price of what's in.
How often do you fill your truck?
Once a week. Yeah. But
so you're saving $30 a year.
That's all right.
Hey, it's a win.
But I just
I can't disagree.
Yeah, but I hear you, but that's still.
I bought oil yesterday, and I got real salty with the guy.
How much?
I felt bad because it had nothing to do with him.
How much was it?
$4.14.
How much?
Yeah,
it went up again.
Yeah. So anyway, the last time
supply chain issues.
So the last time I bought oil, it was $5.50.
Okay.
2 weeks after I bought it, it was $3.75.
Mm-hmm.
So I called yesterday thinking it was about $3.80, whatever. $4.14. I said, "Are you kidding me?" I said, "This is like playing Russian roulette."
Wow.
Same company?
Because they had gone down to like 3 something, right?
3 and change, yeah.
Yeah. Now it's back up again, huh?
And it's like, and I said, if this goes down to $1, I mean, here's the thing: you call oil companies, right? And they're like within a penny of each other. You got these people that will go ahead. Well, you're a penny less. I'm going to go with you. You know how much you're saving?
Yeah,
exactly.
$1
on a 125-gallon order. It's $1.25.
Yeah.
Are you going to sacrifice the service that you're used to?
True.
For $1.25 for somebody who maybe will show up when you need them?
That's true.
No.
But that's nearly $4 a year, Mike.
Wow, I didn't realize it went back up again. I thought it was down.
I thought it was too.
What
is gas is falling. I bought it in East Lyme at $2.79.
No, over here it's like $3.18.
Yeah.
There's a gas app out there that you can punch in your zip code and it'll show you all the prices of all the gas.
all the prices.
They should have that for oil.
Yeah.
Somebody make an app. Put my name on it.
Yeah. Wow. Well, eventually, I mean, we keep getting this nice warm weather we're having. It's going to be supply and demand. It's going to be an overabundance of fuel oil. So
God bless global warming.
What about diesel?
That's
scary.
that's the other thing. I feel bad for the truckers. I really do, because they're getting zapped with the cost of diesel. Now the state of Connecticut is going to tax the hell out of them. It's like, why are we picking on truckers?
They're not taxing the truckers. They're taxing us.
Yeah, because you're absolutely right. Because who do you think that price is going to come back on?
Yeah, you think
us.
The trucks are going to pay it?
Yeah, I mean, look at the garbage. Look at the garbage pickup.
Yeah,
you don't think the garbage picking up? They've been up to $155 now. Because of the increase in the price of diesel. Who are they putting that off on? Us.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. I mean, legislatures, a lot of them don't have any common sense at all. But
there's a good little side business for you, Chris.
Yeah.
Pick up people's trash, take it to the.
Well, there is a
can't throw regular trash.
There is
in the
another
transfer
one
station.
which I didn't realize. It's what, WPM now. There's one that floats around.
CWPM.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah, they're a little cheaper than Willie Waste or the new name, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, who cares?
We've changed our name so that you can't get
we
sued
got
under
bought
the
up by
previous name.
another.
You know what I think? I think it's because breakfast.
Amen.
Look at oh God, thank you. All right, I think we should go. Yeah, it's New Year's. Let's be done with this today.
We can be bitchy next year.
Yeah,
and that's a guarantee.
I think Paul rubbed off on us today.
No, I've got to be nice next year.
So remember, don't forget. Yeah, we're giving away free advertising, folks, on our Wolverine TVs, in Charlene's and Indeed's Corner, and also in our flat feed that we run during the day.
Wait, how much does it cost?
Free. It's flipping free.
How do you
Flipping
spell
free.
that?
FREE.
There you go.
Free. All you got to do is send your own graphic 16:9 to Mike at snsnonline.com. Like I said, I've been doing it for 3 days, and it's like
one person.
One person. Well, I don't get it.
Wow.
So
We better go to breakfast now because there's 20 more of those coming.
all right, have a good day, everyone. Have a safe and happy New Year. See you next week sometime.
We love the 80s.
The 80s hits that radio forgot about are coming up next.
Sounds wonderful. SNSN.